Hi guys, welcome back to Puff It Louda. So, we're on our second date with Brian, and he's shirtless. Because of us, kind of. But you know what? Shh. Okay, let's just continue the date. Yeah.
I hope he doesn't notice me staring. I'm gonna get a fire going so we can dry off. Wanna hand me yours? Yes. Okay. I'm wearing a full suit, actually, mind you, so you best be fucking gentle with this shit. I reluctantly take off my own shirt and toss it to Brian. I suddenly wish I had done more sit-ups in my life. Or any sit-ups at all, really. Another thing you've bested me in, stupid sexy Brian. You might as well fry that shirt up. Seems like it's the only lunch we'll have. The day's young. We can fish from the shore. Once Brian gets a fire going, I sit and try to dry off my pants. Brian sets a couple lures out by the water's edge. We're probably gonna have to put the kibosh on the competition for now. Until another day. My stomach growls.
I don't know.
You hungry? Oh, I'm fine. Brian reaches into his cargo shorts and pulls out a few granola bars. Yeah, I want your granola bar, boy. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a small child. I'm flushed with snacks. Brian joins me by the fire and I accept the cargo short granola. Now we're back to waiting. Where did the girls get off to? Shouldn't they be back by now? I wouldn't worry about it too much. They're a couple of smart kids. That's what I'm worried about. They're too smart. They've probably established a small rural government by this point and installed themselves as leaders. I take a look around at the sun crusting the tree line, casting the entire lake in a warm golden glow. The forest seems to be coming alive now. Birds chirp in the distance. Wow, nature is beautiful. A mosquito bites me. I slap my neck and curse. Nature sucks! Here you go, bud. Brian hands me a bottle of bug spray. I begrudgingly take it and douse myself. Ugh, I've always hated how this stuff smells. Really? I've always kinda liked it. Reminds me of being outside. Okay, I don't like the smell of mosquito spray. It's just, ugh. Maybe you and I have different sentiments on the outdoors. Maxwell comes bounding up to me, a huge stick in his mouth. He drops it at my feet and looks at me expectantly. This is the cutest dog! God. Throw the stick towards— Ooh, that'd be so mean if you, like, break the stick. You kind of fucked up shit. I hurl the stick as hard as I can towards the tree line. Maxwell bolts after it, running as fast as his stubby little legs can carry him. I'm glad. Good job, Brian. I love the fact that you love dogs. At first, I was a little weirded out by you, but no, you know what? You're the most normal person I've met so far, so good for you. Which, consequently, is not very fast. It's very cute, though. Nice throw, Willonillo. I almost mixed the voices up again. I turn away so he can't see me blush. Maxwell brings the stick back to me, clearly proud of himself. Good boy, Maxwell. You're a very good and speedy boy. You're the world champion of fetch. It's time for the pets. What's the plan? Rub the belly or the butt pats? Oh my god, I don't know, man. Rub the belly. Maxwell rolls over and lets me rub his belly. He wiggles in the grass, clearly loving it. I feel like a bit of a third wheel here. Where are my belly rubs? Whoa! Okay! I'm so flustered I can barely say anything. I just focus on petting Maxwell and hope Brian doesn't notice how much I'm sweating. I'm glad I didn't go for the butt pats, because that would be really strange. While I'm playing with Maxwell, fish begin routinely pulling on Brian's lines. I watch Brian effortlessly fillet the fish, squeezing a bit of lemon on them and frying them up in a cast iron pan. Before we know it, we have a feast fit for a couple of shirtless dudes. Nice. Actually, that's like some kind of Gordon Ramsay shit. Didn't we just, like, watch a show with some chef guy who was making that kind of thing? He was, like, doing fish? I don't know, whatever. Amanda and Daisy emerge from the woods, looking totally unscathed. Whoa, Dad Bod Patrol! I'm gonna have to issue both a citation and demand you both put your shirts on. There are children present. Brian tosses me my now dry shirt. I pull it over my head, thankful that I will no longer be distracted by Brian and his pecs. Where have you guys been?
Studying etymology.
What? We were playing with bugs. Huh, I expected you guys to be more covered in, like, mud and stuff. Daisy looks offended.
What do you take me for, a child?
Amanda puts a hand on Daisy's shoulder.
Right.
Yay. We take a seat around the fire and Brian serves us all generous piles of fish on paper plates. It's absolutely delicious. Why does he have to be good at everything? Also, why is he sweating a little bit? I don't know what's going on. Fish taste okay? Daisy and Amanda both nod furiously, mouths full of fish. It's incredible. I've never had fish this good. Dude, now I'm hungry. God damn it. Yeah, it's great. Old Harding family recipe. Oh yeah, because that's his last name. Harding. Why are your pants wet? Well, Amanda, we were out there on the lake, and then I accidentally tipped over that boat. Don't worry, all of the gear floated to the surface, so we didn't lose anything. Right, Willonello? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I can't believe he just covered for me. Gosh, he even out-humbles me. He's trying to beat me at everything, including my world-famous sense of humility. God damn. Oh my god, I spent the entire day outside of the lake. Okay, we finish our fish and end up playing catch with Maxwell for a little while before we decide to head out. After cleaning up the camp, we pack up the station wagon and let Maxwell into the back seat. The poor pup falls asleep in a cuddle puddle with Amanda and Daisy. They've had a long day. Been an ordeal today, bud. Let me drive you guys home. I want to prove that I'm the most awake dad on the block, but yeah, I'm beat. Fine. As we drive away, I take one last look at the lake disappearing behind us, and I smile. This is a nice song. I rest my head against the window, and the low rumble of the dirt road beneath us lulls me into a peaceful sleep. Hey, sleepyhead. I open my eyes and realize that I dozed off in the car. Whoops! I self-consciously wipe a bit of drool off of my chin. Oh, hey, I was resting my eyes. Totally. Just in case we suddenly have to jump into any sort of conflict, so I'm super awake for it. And ready to fight. With my strong arms. It's all good, you've earned some rest, buddy. Thanks for coming out with us today. I had a lot of fun with you. Thanks for inviting us. I also had fun, actually. Glad to hear it. Take it easy, yeah? You too. Take it the easiest. Brian chuckles to himself as he unloads the car. Amanda and I get inside and immediately collapse on the couch. Long day. Yep. I was so close to that pole saw. Pole saw? Yeah, Brian and I were competing to see who could catch the most fish, and... Oh, stop! Why do you care so much? Amanda Panda, just look at the guy. He's so obviously got my number, and he's rubbing my face in it. Dad, I love you, but you're kinda dumb sometimes. Dumb or clearly the superior dad? You know what? I don't have any of the energy required to properly unpack your weird fixation with asserting your masculinity. I'm going to bed. Night. Amanda slides off the couch and face down onto the floor. I am a tired slug. Same. Amanda, the floor is disgusting. I don't care. Well, night, honey. Night, Pops. Wow, that... Oh, man. Angry about weather? Oh, man. Yes! Crushing it.
What an amazing date!
Man, oh god. I like Brian. Brian's actually really nice. I didn't know how to feel about him. I honestly think he would probably be better than dating Joseph. I don't know what Joseph would be like. I always compare it to Joseph because he scares me the most. Even more than like fucking Hugo and his annoying son and everything. Oh, alright. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strained. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. God. I feel like I think I'm gonna ask her one question, but then if I like push too much, I don't want to be too pushy. So let's just ask one question. Did something happen? No, nothing happened. Go away. Okay, I think it's time to leave her alone because I don't want to be like constantly pushing on it. All right, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow. I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only have made her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all the awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling back asleep. Or falling asleep in general, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of my bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her.
Huh?
About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster lever up and still takes her still freezered burned waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Oh, okay. This is so sad. This reminds me of a Goofy movie. Like, have you seen the second one? Because the second one is when his son goes to college and Goofy's like alone in like Maxie's room and he's holding this doll and he's just like, it's so depressing. He's like, my ex-lady, and it's like, oh, it's so sad. If you haven't seen it, you should go watch it. It's the most depressing movie I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, I'm sorry. Serious moment. Whew. I haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hanging on a wall. In it, I'm teaching her how to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she would fall off and scrape her knees, she would get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she didn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her out for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided that if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse. But I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk into the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a second? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say I'm sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have a dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language that we both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time. Oh, God. Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Oh my god, that's so cute. Okay, it took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around sad and I had to start over. And this is beautiful. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big old hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve up some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes?
Oh no.
I guess I should just start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R... The best friend? Yes.
Alright.
You got it! Wow, proud of you!
Ah.
Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot more time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M that both of the Emmas, Grace and Noah, all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night that they all told me that they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Are you in Calc AB? Wow, that's pretty difficult. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is so embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and, that's a thing. What? Whoa! I had no idea. I definitely did not know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. So are you! I learned from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only other person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and I just keep quiet and I keep going about my business. Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everybody out to get nachos at the mall, and after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds, they all say they're busy, like, simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court, and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them, and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. No. Yes, I know! So I storm over there, and I'm like, hey! And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt, because of course she does, and Emma R just, like, glares at me. Grace, nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the gossipy one, I think. I know! Grace is the one nobody really likes. I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just like, you guys suck! Which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left, without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat, asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R, asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and... Sorry, I know that's a lot. Are you still following? What did Emma R say? Ooh, okay. Get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what, let me just read it to you. Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, I do not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive.
Oh.
They were dating in secret for, like, months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay! And then she left me on red. And then... Wait, left me on red? What's that?
Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are red receipts.
Alright,
So we're gonna continue Amanda's horrible story on the next episode. I guess when I was reading this, I was kind of shocked just because it's so real. Like, this part of the game is so realistic. High school just sucks, period. Like, there were some good points in high school for me, but everybody goes through some kind of drama. I don't even think I know anybody who hasn't gone through, like, a tough time in high school with their friend groups and stuff like that. So really, like, if you have, great for you, like, don't take that for granted, but seriously, like, it does hurt a little bit to read this kind of stuff just because it feels so real. Like, I feel like so bad for Amanda, and it's hard to be on the parent side of this. Anyway, we'll continue this next time. Bye!